All right, what is going on, everyone? CPI data came out literally 5 minutes ago, and I want to give you an update because Solana should be in a great position to possibly see some growth from this point forward. Now, looking at Solana, guys, I mean, we talked about this exact move over the last few weeks. I told you all, look, your key levels of support are $17.40 to $17.50 and $15.11. I said, be on the lookout. If we come back down and lose 1984, we're likely aiming at 1750. So look for some type of support establishment here. And if that is the case, we need to get back above 1984. And that is exactly what happened, right? Now, obviously, I give you guys the bearish and the bullet scenario. So I'm not saying I predicted this 100%, but obviously this was one of the scenarios we talked about. Now, looking at this thing, the biggest risk that we had over the last few weeks was the possibility of this M-top playing out, okay? As you guys can see here, if you look at this from the perspective of an M-top, the breakdown target on this thing was all the way back down towards our final low here, around $14.50. I told you, I was like, the moment we lose 1984, we're in M-top territory. This thing very well may capitulate all the way down there, so you need to be careful. But I said, look, we may get a retracement. We might come back to backtest that mid-level of support right here at this 1984 level, and we need to get back above it and build support if we're actually going to get away from this possible M-top, okay? Now, the vast majority of what is happening on Solana right now is a result of the growth that Bitcoin is seeing, but we cannot discount this absolutely beautiful price movement that we've been seeing from Solana at this given point. So, you know, going forward, there's a couple things that we need to pay attention to. Obviously, 1984 remains a very, very important level to watch because understand one thing, we're not out of the woods just yet from seeing something of this nature, the ABC correction to the downside and fulfilling that M-top to the downside in which we put in our C wave towards the $13 to $14 levels. We still very well may do this. And so if we come back down and start losing 1984, you definitely need to be aware that this continuation very likely could happen. Now, what given point would we say, okay, well, we're probably good now. We're probably past all of this. We're probably in a good position. Well, obviously, the easiest way to go about it is by simply just looking at our double top up here, right? As long as we're below this double top can play out. But if you want a kind of, you know, step-by-step process, the main thing that I'm paying attention to is this 618 to 786 level to the top side between 2220 and 2420. This little level right here, this little range, this golden Fibonacci pocket, is the absolute most brutal level for Solana's price, and if we're capable of clearing it, we're usually very good to see continuation to the upside, oftentimes looking at a 1.272, maybe all the way back up to $31, or maybe even as far as $37 if this market is really rallying. But obviously that does not happen until we're capable of breaking this $24.27 level up to the top side on this 786. I think this is very possible. If you look at the daily RSI, we got a complete reset all the way directly to the 30 level here, which is usually a beautiful sign that continuation may happen. If we do look at the weekly Bollinger Bands for another reference here, I want to show you guys something. We are still holding on top of that 20 simple moving average, which is typically, again, a beautiful sign that we may continue all the way up to the top of our envelope, which lines up directly with our 1.272 extension. And so everything tells me right now that this is well within the realm of possibilities. We just need to get there. Now you can see that on the daily charts here that we are below our 20 SMA. That is currently sitting at $20.96, so that may be a good short-term goal. Break $20.90, then we break $24.20, and then we're looking real good for continuation to the top side there. So if you do want to kind of layer it out in that nature, that would be a fantastic way to go about it. But overall, Solana's price is moving in beautiful, beautiful nature here. I want to see us hold this 1984 level, and if we start to lose it, guys, be aware. Again, we're probably coming back down to retest this double bottom, and if we don't double bottom, we're looking for a continuation to the downside. This market still has some work to do. We still have to see all of this stuff play out, from these banks and to the CPI and of course inflation and all that stuff. It all has to play out still. So don't sleep on what this market is capable of. At any given point, we could see continuation, but we are looking fantastic right now. Things are looking much better. I love the fact that we did not get rejected off of this previous point of support and get forced down. We actually cleared it. So now let's look to hold it, break $21, break $24. $31.27, break this double top here in a 3-step, boom, and then we're looking real good for what I would believe to be a push all the way back up to $31.37. So overall, as this does continue to play out, I will of course continue to update you all. And if you do want extra technical analysis, make sure you do check out the Patreon, which is in the link down in the description. But with that said, that's going to be about it for today's quick update. Make sure you guys do subscribe for the next one, and I will see you all next time. Peace.